Your family has very likely had it with boring, plain chicken breasts. If you want to spice things up, all you have to do is make a really quick and easy lemon pepper rub. This chicken is so easy to make. Any home cook can master it, and I'm gonna show you how to cook the chicken perfectly every single time. You're gonna kick it off with the lemon pepper spice rub. You're gonna need 2 lemons, and you're just gonna zest those lemons into a small bowl. And save those lemons because you're gonna need them in just a little bit. In serving this to friends and family, the feedback I've gotten is the more lemon, the better. It's almost as if you can't overdo it. So if you wanna throw a whole extra lemon to zest in there, do it. They'll love it. Also, lemon fanatics, we have got a lemon muffin recipe on our YouTube channel that you will go nuts for. Be sure you check that out at the end of this video. To that, you're also gonna add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Just get in there with your fingers and rub that zest and those spices together, and then you're gonna set it aside and you're gonna bring in 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. You're gonna take some paper towels and you're gonna pat those chicken breasts dry. We're gonna remove the excess moisture from the outside of the chicken breast so that we can get a really good pan sear. Another tip for getting a really good pan sear is to set your chicken breast out at room temperature 15 to 20 minutes ahead of time. If your chicken breasts go into the pan ice cold, it's going to take an exceedingly long time for the exterior of the chicken to brown. The longer it takes your chicken to brown, the more time you leave it on the stove top, and the less time it's going to take to bake in the oven. If you don't want to have to play guesswork with the chicken bake time, set the chicken out 15 minutes ahead. Now you're gonna lay your chicken down on a work surface and you're gonna drizzle it with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Take that lemon pepper rub and you're gonna sprinkle it evenly across the chicken and rub it in all over on both sides. Set the chicken aside and we're gonna move it over to the stovetop. Drizzle a large pan over medium-high heat with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let that oil get good and hot, and then you're gonna add your chicken breast to the pan and let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until you get some nice color on the outside. Flip the chicken and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes more. Now the whole point of that pan sear is not only to get some really beautiful coloring on the chicken, but also to lock in that lemon pepper seasoning. One more little note when it comes to a proper pan sear, do not stuff all the chicken breasts in the pan. If they're touching, you're not gonna get a good sear. You need room to breathe around each chicken breast, or they'll just create steam and you won't get the sear that you're looking for. So it's extra, but if you have to sear the chicken in batches, do it. Now, all of the chicken breasts are gonna go back into the pan. If you don't have an oven-safe pan, you can just move everything over to a buttered casserole dish. You're gonna top each chicken breast with 1 generous tablespoon of unsalted butter. You're gonna pop it in a 350-degree oven and bake that for right about 20 minutes. While the chicken's baking in the oven, I'm actually gonna share a little bonus recipe with you guys today. We're gonna whip up really quickly my favorite strawberry spinach salad. Even if you think you don't like fruit in your salad, I highly encourage you to try this. It goes perfect with that zesty, bright lemon flavor of the chicken, and it's so easy to make. So you start with 6 cups of baby spinach. Just give that a rough chop in case you see any extra large leaves in there. You'll also slice up about 1½ cup of strawberries. Give a rough chop to about 1/2 cup of candied pecans. You don't have to candy the pecans yourself. You can just buy them already coated in sugary goodness from your local grocery store. And then you'll also add about 1/3 cup of crumbled goat cheese across the top. And we're also gonna chop up about 1/4 cup of basil leaves. Add those right to the bowl. If you love the flavor of onion in salad, you could add either a sliced shallot or half of a red onion, thinly sliced as well. Once everything's in the bowl, you'll just give it a generous drizzle of balsamic vinaigrette. Then you'll just sprinkle it with a little bit of salt and a dash of pepper, give everything a toss, and that's it. So that's the salad. Highly, highly recommend. At this point, your chicken should be done and it should register at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna top them off with more lemon. Cut those lemons right in half and squeeze that juice all over the chicken breasts. And for a beautiful garnish, take your lemon, cut it into wheels, cut those wheels in half, and place them all over the top of the chicken and even in that sauce too. One of the things that I love to do, especially if you're making this lemon chicken for meal prep, to keep that chicken so moist and juicy for the days to come, slice it up. add it back into the pan, toss it in those juices. That sliced chicken will take on all of that lemon flavor left behind from the sauce. Y'all, it is to die for. If you're looking for more really delicious chicken dinners to add to your family's weeknight rotation, be sure you check out our chicken recipes playlist at the end of this video.